Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Nev
Gallus.
Dumat Plaza. Thanks.
To new friends and old, welcome to Dragon Age the Veilguard. My name is Ash, and today we're going to be talking about character creator. In this video, I'm sharing 4 Rooks and 2 Inquisitors that I made. I also have tips while talking about each one. So this video has timestamps available in the description, so you can jump around to the one you like. On screen is Sylus, a human inspired by his namesake, Sylus, from Love and Deep Space. Heavy emphasis on inspired since it was difficult to match the hair, as well as his perfect complexion. While the complexions in this game are varied, each emphasizes wrinkles and muscle tone a little bit differently. Texture tends to be the enemy when trying to replicate an animated character. 2 tips to start. The first one on red eyes. You'll notice that his eyes are a very light version of red. The game does not have red eyes natively available. I have a strong suspicion it's because of a certain questline, but in the meantime, if you want red eyes, this is the closest you can get to it. Second tip, test your Rook's voice to check if their lips look right. How they look while they move their mouth tends to be very different than when it's still. What I had to do for Sylus was adjust his lips because they're thinner than normal. To make his mouth muscles move correctly, I maxed out the lip thickness and then individually reduced the size of the upper and lower lips. I also changed the cheekbones to be higher. Mana. Named after Machina from Macross Delta, I wanted a dwarf whose theme was cotton candy in wartime. Tip here is to always rotate your character's head while adjusting sliders. It's not just about the front of the face, but the whole. For Mana, dwarven heads have a slightly different facial composition compared to humans and elves. So I focus on smoothing out her jaw and chin to give her a more youthful look. Kadan. Inspired by the Aeroshock himself from Dragon Age 2. Replicating in the horns and complexion is impossible without mods since the original had a custom unique model in that game. So I opted for creating a younger version here. The only real change I'd make here is making his hair longer. Pan. Inspired by Pan M. Palmer from Cyberpunk 2077. With more time, I could make it more identical. She would need more rounding around the nose and jaw, as well as probably modding in the nose freckles, but I find this version very pretty, so I wanted to share as is. The tip here, which is arguably my most important one, is about face morphing. When it comes to the face preset, don't worry about using a masculine or a feminine model. Instead, focus on using a model that matches A, the eyes you want, and B, the jaw you want. I actually used the same face preset for both this human and the Sylus one from earlier. You can also change the bodies later to your preferred gender, it's not a big deal. Although you can change the head shapes to be closer to what you want, it's really hard to deal with the eyes right off the bat. So I 100% suggest starting with a face preset. Inquisitor Lavellan and Inquisitor Trevelyan. Technically, Lavellan looks different from the original. My personal headcanon is that she was injured while on the search trying to find Sylus. Very romantic, kinda sad. I like to headcanon differences when it comes to characters that have aged through the years. So have fun with it. Change up your Inquisitor a little bit. Another tip here is to remember that you cannot change your Inquisitor after the beginning. While you can change your Rook's look after the prologue, the Inquisitor is locked in. Thank you for watching. I'll let the sliders go for the time being, but be well If you have any questions, please ask them in the comments section below, and see you soon. Fenrel and Ansal.